This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, all my furry friends and pet parents out there. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. Okay, if you have fur babies, well, they usually have fur, except for a few breeds. And I have a product that you are going to love. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce Jay Michaelson of HandsOn. He is the CEO of this great product. Welcome, Jay.
Hi, thank you. Nice being here.
Well, it's great to have you. Now, your product is called HandsOn, which could mean a lot of things. So let's tell people, what exactly is HandsOn?
HandsOn or HandsOn Gloves are the first, the original, actual fitted pair of bathing, shedding, and grooming gloves. So it's a fitted pair of gloves with nodules on your fingers and palms, both hands, and you have the wrist strap on, so you strap them down. They don't move around like the typical mitts and other tools. So that's what they are, actual fitted pair of gloves.
They also look kind of badass. Is that what you intended? Because
pretty much.
I mean, I have the black sample, and they just look like... And then with all the knobs on one side, there'll be a picture of it on the site for everybody that's listening. But these gloves are cool. I have never seen anything like this before.
That's awesome. Yeah, there hasn't been anything like it. Like I said, we were the first. I thought they would be easy to make, and I spent 4.5 years in development and realized that's why they were never on the market, because it was really hard to make right. But as a kid, bathing and grooming horses and dogs my whole life, even as a kid, I wondered why we didn't have gloves. We kept using the same mitts and the same curry combs and the same metal blades and metal bristle brushes that rub that up and down your leg or arm. It's not comfortable, and the animals don't like it either. So even as a kid, I wondered why these weren't on the market. But like I said, I quickly realized when I set out to go make them, they were really difficult to make right.
I'm going to try to give everybody listening a visual. So they come in, I think, a couple of colors, correct?
They do. We started with the black.
Okay.
So we have the black. That's our main staple. And then a lot of people were asking for a color, so we have the green color now. So we've got black and green, and we're going to switch the color out. We'll keep the black, and then we'll have a color probably every year. We'll just switch the color up and give everybody a vote on what color they want. Right now, purple is leading, so if you guys want a different color, write us.
Let you know. Well, the black, yes. I think the black look really cool. And so So when you put your hand in, everyone, one side is smooth, and the other side, what makes it so cool is that there's little knobs on the fingers and on the palm, and they're not the same shape. So I could just see it now. I was thinking it was more like for shedding, but it's also for bathing, which is amazing.
Correct.
And
yes.
Now tell us, Jay, now I can imagine how difficult this was to make, because you have different, it's not just a glove, half of it has this whatever, you can tell us what the material is, and these little nodules, so it kind of massages your fur kit at the same time.
That's correct, and that's the two different sizes of nodules are what we were testing and developing, and came up with that system, if you will, that worked the best across the board on short hair, long hair, of course bathing, like you said, daily grooming. So that's where we ended up with that. What we made it out of, PVC nodules, and then we used surgical grade nitrile as the coating. So there's no latex in it. It's hypoallergenic, mildew resistant, chemical resistant. So again, made for bathing. You can get them wet, but with those different size nodules and your fingers finally in the action, you can get all over your animal, down legs, down places that you can't get other tools, and also the flexibility of your hands lets you get all the way down to the skin. So you're actually massaging that dirt and dander out, and massaging those natural oils to the top coat while removing ready-to-shed hair. And that's the other cool thing. They don't rip hair out like blades and other, metal bristle brushes. They just release the ready-to-shed hair.
Well, I tested the HandsOn Glove with Mr. Z.
Yes.
He's my 12-year-old mutt. He's my old dude, and he's gets freaked with everything just about.
Yes.
And I've used blades on him. He gets a little nervous, so I thought, let me try this. So I did it, and he didn't bother him. I got some hair off of him. He's long hair. He was shaved down. He's like medium now, and he was fine with it. Normally, he's a little skittish, like a big dog and a little big dog with a little dog mindset,
Yes.
Sorry for all the little dogs out there, but then I have a little dog that thinks he's a big dog. That's Nikki.
Yes. Well, and we hear that daily. Animals that hate to be groomed. I've got several rescues that hate to be groomed. You get one of those other devices out, and they run for the creek. But they love this. You break the gloves out, they line up. They bump each other out of the way, you can see in our videos, because it's just your hands. There's no device coming at them in between you and your animal, and it's just that personal massage that they get. And people write into us all the time about their dogs, their horses. We had a lady first of the year that has a zebra, and she went to one of the shows, bought the gloves, was skeptical. She said she can't even touch her zebra with a cloth. She went home that evening and posted a video on her Facebook page of her and the gloves and that zebra just standing there loving that massage. So that's been a fun aspect to see of the gloves as well. It's just that human bond. It's a better bonding experience with your animals, and especially animals that don't like grooming and have some trepidations about that and the other tools. And it's pretty fun to watch.
I wonder, how would these be on people? But I think you need fur for it to work, right? I mean,
they actually feel really good. And every show that we go to, all day long, people are standing around rubbing each other, testing them out. When I was developing them, I would shampoo my head with them, and oh man, it's a nice massage.
I can't really do that with the headphones on now, but I'm going to check that out. It's, why not? For hair, fur, similar, But I love, too, that you could wash with these on, because a lot of times, most people that bathe their dogs use their hands. Sometimes they'll use, like the little disposable gloves. If you're just going to do, shampoo and the dog, other than others, special products out there, there's nothing else you can use. So what I love about these is that it gets hair. You can't use the blades or anything under the belly, or, when you get to those sensitive areas by, where. And
you bet.
So, but those areas have to be washed too, you have to do all of it. And so, I love that you can do that.
Gloves on instead of using your bare hand. So no, that is a great aspect of them as well. And also while you're bathing, you just leave your gloves on. You can handle shampoo bottles, leashes, hoses, just leave them on the entire time. And it not only goes faster, but it's more thorough. And we've also noticed, and people have written in, that you'll end up using less shampoo, too, because the nodules on your fingers and both hands in the action really suds them up really perfectly and quickly. And like I said, it takes less shampoo to get a better suds and a better bathing.
That makes sense. And also, you're doing everything in one motion. You're not trying to put the shampoo on, leaving it, and then the bottle tips over, and then you're trying to give the bath at the same time. And
dropping other tools, and constantly picking something else up to, curry combs and things. But
we've talked about zebras and horses and dogs. What about for cats? And now I know not that many people can bathe cats. I actually use them on my cat crew for grooming. but not
Yes.
for a bath. I'm not sure about that
and
yet.
we actually have people that send their bathing cat videos into us, and some people bathe their cats. I wouldn't try it, but but yes, for that daily grooming and shedding, it works just as great on cats, and long-haired cats, all the way to short-haired cats. But again, for shedding cats out, they're great, but also that daily groom to get that dead hair out, to keep the hairballs out of their mouths and throats is essential, but also getting that dirt and dander off of them and bringing those natural oils to the top coat. Do that daily, and they don't even know they're getting groomed. They're just there for their nice daily massage.
Yes. So the top part looks like almost like what you'd use on a wetsuit. What is the material on there?
Well, it's actually 100% nylon, so it's breathable. It dries out quickly. Your hands will get wet inside the gloves, but the dirt and dander stays out, so you won't get dirt and dander under your fingernails. And that's the other cool thing about the nitrile that we use. The hair doesn't stick to the gloves, even when wet. Just rinse it straight off. Hair comes right out. When dry, just flick your wrist. Hair comes right out. So these don't load up like other tools as well, where you have to peel the hair out and that whole mess and fight.
I also like that you have a Velcro strap at the base of the glove for, so that it stays securely on your hand.
You bet, yeah. And we did that just so it doesn't move around. You can get it as tight as you want. And it doesn't have to be tight. It's just personal preference. If it's a little loose or a little tight, they're going to work the same. I like mine tight. A lot of people like them tight, but a lot of people like them a little bit looser too. So it just gives you another option to secure them and make it that actual fitted glove.
Okay, what types of animals? We've talked about zebras and horses and cats and dogs. Any interesting stories? Any ferrets getting hands-on gloves treatment?
I don't think ferrets. I may be wrong about that one, but we've got everything from rabbits, show cattle, trying to think of a couple other ones. But the most interesting one we sent when we were in development to some friends of ours who have elephants that are in movies, and they used them on the elephants. We thought, we might just get a picture with an elephant, and that would be cool. But they started using them because the elephants preferred them. When we went out to shoot the videos, that's all the trainers had in the wash stalls were hands-on gloves. They got rid of everything else, and the elephants gravitate to them like other animals. You get the gloves out, and they start walking over for their massage and grooming. But the elephant that we used was Ty, and he's in all the Super Bowl commercials, and he was in Water for Elephants. All the big movies that you've seen elephants in, that's him. But he gets that hands-on, loving massage every day.
That's fabulous. I also think, with a lot of fur kids, they get very anxious with grooming, like you said, with certain tools. They get anxious when you say the word bath or anything like that. And I think that these gloves will help a lot with that anxiety.
They do. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, we were at Global Pet Expo, which is a big pet industry expo, and Dr. Marty Becker, which is America's vet, he's the vet that goes on ABC and a bunch of other shows. He has his own shows, but he came by the booth and loved the concept, loved the idea of them, and then he actually picked us as one of his vet recommend products in his certification program because of that aspect. Because when animals go to the vet, they are freaked out of their minds. They want to go home, and it's hard to get good readings and good vitals when they're in that condition. So he's looking for products that will ease them, settle them down, and he loved the gloves for that because it's just that natural hands-on massage, if you will. And so that's why he picked us. And then we were at another super zoo, and a wall groomer had a dog she was given a demonstration with. The dog was not happy, and she came over, grabbed the gloves, started using the gloves on the dog, and the dog calmed down. And that was cool to see, and then also see from a professional groom that it worked right there in that environment, and it calmed the dog down, and she was able to finish the demonstration. And, of course, with the gloves on, it was pretty cool.
Boy, I'm wondering if they calm dogs during thunderstorms and things like that. I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah, we haven't either, and they might. I'll have to put that on the list.
Yeah, one of our crew gets really nervous during any thunderstorms or whatever. He's usually macho, but he becomes like a little shivering little dude.
A little wuss at that point.
Yeah, so next time I'm gonna put the hands-on gloves and start massaging him, and maybe it'll calm him down. Jay, these are so awesome. My crew had a great time with them.
Thank you so much.
Where can people buy hands-on gloves?
HandsOn Gloves are available everywhere from HandsOnGloves.com all the way to Ace Hardware just picked us up. We were on QVC last couple weeks, and we'll be back on QVC again, but everywhere from Hollywood Feed to Dover Saddlery and State Line Tack. There's a lot of people that are carrying them, and a lot of mom-and-pop feed stores across the country. So just do a Google research, and you can find them in your area somewhere.
Okay, great. So, Jay, the gloves, we've talked so much about how it's going to be so much easier for your fur kid. But how about the pet parents, that they're comfortable gloves or stretchy? How has your, the reaction been with pet parents and the feel of the gloves for them?
Yes, they love it as much as the animals. Not only is it more thorough, more enjoyable, but it goes all the way to the effects of people write us daily, thanking us for making these. They've got elements from arthritis to anything else that makes it hard for them to hold on to a tool. They love the gloves because they slide the gloves on. They don't have to hold on to anything, and they can finally get back to grooming and bathing their pets. And a lot of these people had to stop because they simply couldn't hold on to those old tools, if you will. So, but they love the gloves for that aspect. Don't have to hold on to anything, and it's just you massaging your animal while getting a more thorough grooming experience.
I'm hinting here, but I'm looking forward to a people one.
We will do that.
Hey, why not? Maybe just the knobs have to be a little, I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Well, thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets. And
thank you.
Everyone, look for Hands-On Gloves. There'll be more information. Go to Pet Life Radio under Best Bets for Pets under this show episode, and there'll be a blurb and a picture of the product and a link to the website so you can find out more. These are awesome gloves. They're fabulous. Thank you, Jay, so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Wow, what a great show. Listeners, my great fans out there for Best Bets for Pets, these gloves are awesome. They are really cool. I mean, like I said, they do look kind of badass, but they get the job done. And Mr. Z, who freaks over anything that has anything grooming related, he freaks a little bit, but these, he just had a good time. It was fabulous. You can, like I said, go to Pet Life Radio, look under the Best Bets for Pets show, find the episode, and there'll be more information, so you don't have to worry about how do I get to the site, how do I find out more, what was the name again? So it's all there for you. And I'd like to thank my producer for making me and my guest sound wonderful. Thank you, Mark Winter. I'd like to thank my crew, Mr. Z, Nikki, Charlotte, Dennis, and Molly. All of them tested Hands-On Glove, and they kept coming back for more. So that says something, because at least Mr. Z and none of the Dennis and Charlotte and Molly are all cats. So if they like grooming, that says a lot. And I'd like to thank my audience for listening to Best Bets for Pets for, 7 years already. Keep listening. There's so many great products out there, so many great shows coming up.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.